Hello, all you Gary Bears above and beyond, and welcome to another edition of the Gary Bear Review. Yes, welcome. We're going over Jeremy Renner's Kill the Messenger. Yes, and now dealing with a decently small cast of somebodies, it was actually pretty good. The actors did a splendid job with the characters they were dealt, and it worked. It ended up being something interesting and enjoyable. Here's where the interesting comes into play. The film is actually based on real events and the real Gary Webb, a journalist who back in my favorite decade, the 90s, drew attention and some fame by an article he wrote for a newspaper on the CIA involvement with cocaine trafficking in the U.S. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where they're going to go with this. Basically, this film is the story of him and this controversy, which brings to mind, obviously, some questions. And in my opinion, one of these questions was, so what called it was why the government? Why would the government be involved? Why would they allow a movie to surface like this, even though probably some of us don't even remember this guy? And why would they want to bring it to light now? Why now is my question. Now, also, it was very interesting that like I said, it was very interesting that the government allowed the release of this film, considering of what went down, considering what we watched in the movie. Actually, what went down, and if I could, however, also leaves me to wonder what were they allowed to show and what was redacted from the script. Because let's face it, this is the government, our government, we're talking about. They are just drowning in decades upon decades upon decades of idiocy, conspiracies, and lies, and whatever, and what else you could think of that I can't even think of at the moment, and it's ridiculous. Why can't people or like even the government like alone just say, "Hey, this is happening because of whatever," and I bet you, sure, you're probably going to be hated, but what I've learned is if you tell the truth, you'll be respected in the long run. Because look, you were honest, and that's one of the reasons why it was honest. That's why I really enjoyed this film, from what I'm gathering and what my research shows me. That's why I thought it was honest. But because it was also because it was about someone who decided right over wrong. The people needed to hear the truth about this, and that's why Mr. Webb put this paper this article out there so people can know about what's being done in our government. It's actually annoying to not know what's not happening. The news and the media, they don't give you the full story. They're not gonna. Sometimes their facts are wrong. Sometimes they don't know. Sometimes they don't even just talk to people. People don't communicate anymore. So the problem is here. Why? People need to just like be honest and straightforward with everything that's going through. The media is not going to help you. If you're going to do it yourself. Go to the source. Go to the actual source. Now, like I said, they'll definitely be respected, but they decided right over wrong, and people, like I said, people need to hear the truth. And what a way to tell this story, actually. You know, other than to use Hawkeye himself, Mr. Jeremy Renner, who was just superb in this role as Mr. Webb. And then you're also joined by Robert Patrick, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Rosemary DeWitt. So like I said, there is a really talented cast here running the show, and that's what you basically get out of this and out of this film. You get real events portrayed by a talented group of actors. You have an entertaining storyline, and it's what you want now. If you allow me, unfortunately, like I said before, it's based on a true story and it's part of our government and our country's history. So there is a lot of dialogue to consider. There's not really action scenes. There's little to no action, and it's about a journalist. Come on, look. Honestly, if government conspiracy and the little guy beating up the big corporate machine, if that's in your wheelhouse like mine, then by all means check this out. I guarantee you'll definitely enjoy this movie as much as I did. I do apologize that this one's a little bit short. We're actually running a little late on our uh, lines here because we're actually like 4 movies behind now, I think, or something like that. But I just wanted to get this out there. Thank you for all the support that everyone's been tweeting me, Instagramming me, Facebook, whatever. You guys are awesome. I love my fans, and I will be doing something shortly, actually, to add to my channel. We're either thinking about doing our own little kid show, but more for adults. It's kind of like a Blue's Clues type thing. Or we're doing a video game. We may do a second channel where it's just me and my friends, and we'll just kind of like Smosh. I don't know if you guys know who Smosh are. Ian and Anthony and Mari and Lasercorn. All those guys, they tend to do awesome stuff with video games. So we're trying to get into that realm now as well. And also with movies. So we're going to see what we can do there. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys also just stay tuned for our next adventure, because it looks like I'm about to get served. I'm getting a letter right now. So it looks like we're going to go to court because we're going to go see the judge. Yeah, we're going to go see the judge now.